And I'd spend my paychecks and weekends and Wednesdays and Fridays digging for crates, and he was guilty as well.
And we had to sacrifice the time with them, which is very powerful.
That I do in the morning.
And throughout the day.
That's not what I wrote down at all.
Let's go behind the decks. The beat. The grind. The story. Discover the raw truth and dreams of our Northern California EDM DJs. In this episode of Behind the Decks, we visit with Bay Area DJs and friends of many, Angel and Artimus.
Welcome to NorCal EDM News, your premier destination for everything electronic dance music in Northern California.
Oh, so yeah, I'm Angel.
I'm Artimus. We are Angel and Artimus.
We are Angel and Artimus.
We're here with Angel and Artimus at Summerland, straight off of Dreamstate San Francisco. You working on how many hours of sleep?
None.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
We'll get to more of that. So, Angel and Artimus, where you guys live? Where are you from originally, Angel?
Well, I was born and raised in Berkeley. Grew up in Richmond, and I currently live in Vallejo.
Artimus?
Grew up in Vallejo. Live in Napa Valley now. And
Lives at my house.
yeah, I live at his house a lot, doing all these gigs all the time, hours and hours, days on days. Probably makes the wife a little angry from time to time,
Yeah.
a little jelly of the time that we get, and now with her.
All right, so Angel was letting me in on this a little bit earlier, but how did you guys meet? Angel, that story was phenomenal. That's gold because it's Bay Area driven.
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much for myself and Artemis, I think we all started in the Bay Area, rave scene with Skills and Frequency 8. Back in the day, it used to be called the Trance and Jungle Factory. That was owned by Thomas Trouble. And then Skills bought it, and that's where I go record shopping. I'd spend my paychecks and weekends and Wednesdays and Fridays digging for crates, and he was guilty as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys ran into each other at the vinyl shop?
That and Raves, just knowing the same people, hanging out in the same, rave culture and in San Francisco early on in the late 90s and stuff. So we had to go to Skills to get our records, that and F8, on Haight and Ashbury. That's where we went to get all of our music, and we were family with, Dilute and Tom Slick and all those guys that were throwing those early Skills parties. So that was just, as soon as we found each other, it was just stuck like glue, from day one.
I heard you violated the COVID rules by visiting each other.
Absolutely, we had to.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah.
Streaming from your place?
Yes.
Yep, that was the only thing we could do. As some people can relate, it was kind of depressing. You couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do much. We both lost our fathers within a year of each other's, passing. So we both had lost fathers. So with that, when we got together that first time, we played for 10 hours and 45 minutes straight and purged emotion. And it made us realize how much we really needed the music, how powerful it was for healing, and we just purged emotion. So that just really bonded us, and we really grasped onto that and just continued doing that. Started doing monthlies and streaming and all that. Just took off.
It just kept it going.
Yeah.
Thinking about EDM as a whole, what got you into the EDM genre? Was it a parent? Was it a sibling? Artimus? What got you into this music, and what did you listen to before? How'd you make the transition?
Yeah, I grew up listening to Black Sabbath from my pops, and my mom listened to John Tesh and Yanni and things like that, Beatles. My dad was a huge country guy, so growing up, that was a lot of my foundation. When I got a little older, I got into alternative rock and then gangster rap when I was in high school with Tupac and Snoop and all those guys. But my brother is the golden saint that got me into this realm of being a DJ and learning about dance music. Showed me a couple of tracks when I was like 17. He had just gone to his first rave, and so he showed me a track and it blew my mind. And then the next one he showed me was a Star Wars remix, and it just helped me relate to dance music, and went to my first rave after that, and off we went. And I was hooked immediately, you know. So
Angel.
Well, for me, I think it started where I used to go to Mexico City. Every summer, my parents would send me away, so I stayed in Mexico City since the 6th grade for 3 months. And my cousin would sneak me into the industrial clubs at that age. I mean, I was only like 13, 14 years old. And so when that had happened, I got hooked on industrial techno, and then started buying mix CDs and mixtapes. Euro trance, Euro dance, got me into it, and then it just went on from there. I was hooked and never let it go.
You guys ever have any professional aspirations? I mean, we got the gigs, you're doing this, and then you realize you're fine with where you're at. Angel?
No, I always want to grow more, honestly. And luckily, we're both lucky enough to have very supportive wives that put up with our bullshit, you know, and all our shenanigans and being out and not being home. So that's really what helps us do what we're trying to do. And then from here on, the only thing that's next is just music production. Yeah. So just so we can get to that next level, you know?
I mean, yeah, I just have to echo that. We couldn't do this without our support team and our wives, and you know, that sacrifice goes both ways. They're sacrificing, you know, what they got to do to take care of the kids and all that, and we have to sacrifice the time with them, you know, which is very powerful. But it feeds, you know, that fear of missing out on family feeds the passion for the music, and it drives it further. And yeah, we want to go and do the biggest things we can do to the limits that we can do them.
The opportunities that we have.
We're very grateful.
We're very thankful.
and humbled and thankful for the opportunities we've been given, and they've been getting better, you know, as of late. So it's really empowering, and yeah, we love it.
Fuck yeah, Gary.
Couldn't do it but without the ladies though. So
yeah.
Kudos to them. So how do you get your gigs? Who calls you? For instance, you could transition that into how Dreamstate went last night and how you got the gig.
I think our gigs
they've been coming to us as of late.
Well, here's one thing that we've noticed, right? It's like there'll be times without even knowing that we'll take a break from music completely. Like, and then all of a sudden we're going back to, you know, being able to balance family and music and stuff. And organically it'll happen. Yeah. And there'll be a 1 month, 2, 3 months, and because it was needed at the time, you know? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you know, it tells like I miss music, but you know what's gonna happen. The second we start doing music, we're gonna start getting booked again. And that's exactly what happens. So once we start shifting and putting our energy back into what we love doing, it just happens without us really asking for it. Yeah. And in that part, we're very thankful for everyone that reaches out and gets us, you know, booked everywhere, which is nice.
Through Angel and Artimus's time on Twitch during the pandemic, they started to get noticed. When the mask mandate was lifted in 2021, the Midway was doing outside block parties, and within a week or so of each other, Angel got booked to provide support for Cosmic Gate, and then soon after, Artimus was booked to support Paul Oakenfold. After those events, Trance Family San Francisco booked the guys for direct support for Sunny Lax and Raj at the Halcyon for a Halloween get-together back in 2022. Artimus told me it was packed to capacity by the time they got done with their set, and it really set up the path that they are on now.
So who called you for Dreamstate?
My buddy Blur, David Lewis, longtime friend in the scene. We go way back 25 years. So you know, we had this Summerland gig already planned. We're supposed to be here Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and just support this, you know, walk crew and Joby and Nolene, and because we love this land, we love the people, and so we were dedicated to that. I've been planning it for a year, and then Dave calls me like a couple of weeks before, week and a half before, yeah, something, and said, I want you guys to play, you know, and he was immediately yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I've been planning. I'm telling my kid, like, I don't know if I can sacrifice the family time, which, you know, goes back to those sacrifices we make. Like, I've been waiting for this, you know, and first time my son's gonna get to see me play. So I was like really hesitant, but was also at the same time like, yes, like that needs to happen.
It needs to happen.
I was hesitating because I was trying to figure out how am I going to explain this to the wife that, we're going to take a day off and I'm not going to show up until probably 4 or 5 in the morning. And then we're going to go camping at 7.
These are professionals right here. Right? The Burning Man ain't shit, as Artemis says.
It's easy camping right here, baby. It's glamping.
Crazy life and the crazy shit they put up with and endure. But yeah, David Lewis, long time old DJ partner, and
Justin also helps us out a lot.
Yeah, Justin.
1-to-1 helps us out.
Yep.
Shout out to 1-to-1.
Well, yep, absolutely.
1-to-1.
Yep.
Community leader and influencer to the max. He's amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of heart. But yeah, it's started off doing skill stuff on 1015 stuff and
Ruby Sky stuff. And
yeah, Ruby Sky was amazing times there.
Yep.
414 and the main room was always really fun. But now Insomniac, Dreamstate, so we're just trying to keep pushing the levels and
keep going.
Yeah.
That leads us to the last question before we get into some fun. Your favorite venues, and you talked about Ruby Sky before, and that was before our time. But is there a particular venue you guys really, you'll take anything on the docket, friends come and call you, promoters. Well, talk to me about some venues in the Bay that you guys really enjoy.
Man, there's so many, actually a lot of venues that, we've been able to play at. Also, once again, from being in the scene for such a long time, even events that weren't really like club venues, being able to play at parties at the Pier, the Oracle, or, be a part of a working environment of getting to know what the scene is like. So we've been very, very fortunate, but I guess Ruby Sky, 1015,
yeah.
Halcyon, Audio,
Midway,
DNA, every single club has something that's very special,
unique,
because everything is a little different. It could be a different sound, a different vibe, even the environment, the heat, it could really change, how the set goes. And so there's always something memorable from every single one. So it's really difficult to pinpoint, which was my favorite venue,
Yeah.
Hey friends, 1-to-1 here. I just want to give some love to Angel and Artimus, 2 guys that are incredibly talented, have a long history in the Bay Area, but are also just incredible human beings. I consider them close friends. And guys, I just want to say I love you. Thank you for the passion and heart that you put into the music, into our communities, and so much more. All the love, guys. Thank you.
And any gigs or venues in Vallejo or Napa Valley? Is it just basically East Bay, Oakland, and it's San Francisco?
Well, they've been having like Nora and Pure play at like Markham Winery in the Napa Valley, and Cascades playing in American Canyon, which is a little bit north of Vallejo and south of Napa.
During the day.
During the day at the ruins,
the ruins,
So it's like, there's things out there that are happening, but it's not a consistency that the EDM and dance music community would really know about. But Midway's putting some of those events on, so I think that's going to grow a little bit over time.
Yeah.
Which is great because I live in that town, so I don't have to drive very far. Driving to the city is like an hour and a half, depending on what time you're going, and doing that for 25 years. To drive 10 minutes and go to a party would be dope.
So I wasn't entirely sure what Artemis was saying, that the Midway is hosting some events in Napa Valley and being only 10 minutes away. But, okay, the Midway does host some events in Napa Valley, like this event with Elderbrook on August 17th, and Nora and Pure in the past has played at this winery. And then upcoming September 13th, Cascade is at the Ruins at American Canyon, which is sort of the gateway to Napa Valley. So now I understand his comments of being only 10 minutes away. I get it now.
We got this crew probably walking in, so we're going to set up for a little newlywed DJ game.
Sweet.
We're going to give Artemis some paper here, old school.
Money?
Cheddar?
Something for you.
All right, Angel, I need you to go listen to the music for about 5 minutes. We'll give you a
Cool. Beer run.
Yeah. Out of beer, out of here.
Now, let me take a moment to explain what the Newlywed Game was, because probably 95% of you watch this video have no idea what the Newlywed Game was. So it was a game show back in the 70s where 4 newlywed couples would compete. So first the wives would be off stage and the host, Bob Eubanks, would ask the husbands questions, and then the wives would return and they'd have to try to answer the questions, and then vice versa. There wasn't much video back then, and going viral wasn't a thing back in the 70s, but this would be the most viral moment of the game show.
Where specifically is the weirdest place that you personally, girls, have ever gotten the urge to make whoopee? Olga?
Go ahead. In the
No. The weirdest place. Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, Patty and I did a rookie mistake. We haven't done this very often, this interview stuff. So as Angel walked away, we forgot to take his microphone away. So when we're asking Artimus questions, all we can hear is Angel and vice versa when Angel sat down and Artimus walked away. At least I didn't say anything negative about this experience. So with that said, here were the questions we posed to Artimus. Question number 1. What is Angel's most annoying habit? Question number 2, who is the better driver? Question number 3, what song or artist would Angel play where Artimus would reply, what the fuck? And the last question, whether you're playing a board game or maybe just some hoops in the driveway, who is the more competitive person?
Cheers.
All right, Angel, here was the first question I asked Artimus. What is your most annoying habit?
Maybe my OCD-ness.
That's pretty much
My OCD-ness, like my obsessive compulsive
Specific thing that you do in the morning?
that I do in the morning.
and throughout the day and at night.
I don't know, burp? No, clean? I don't know.
What'd you write, Artimus?
Oh, yes! My OCD-ness.
Yeah, OCD.
My OCD-ness.
Brushing
Yeah.
his teeth.
Okay, that's a half point.
That's
Good question, Angel.
okay.
Who is the better driver?
I don't drive much, so I would say Artimus, because he's always the one driving. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Dang, winner.
Who's the better driver?
Yes.
What artist or song that you play, whether it's just driving with Artimus or on the decks, and Artimus would say, "What the fuck, Angel? What are you playing?"
Castles in the Sky. That's not what I wrote down at all.
You got it right.
We're at a tie now.
That's fucking good. Let's see that again. Just like that, Castles in the Sky, brothers bonded right there. You have officially tied Y. It was a
Is there a prize?
Next question, whether you're playing like a family board game or maybe some hoops in the driveway, who's more competitive between the two of you?
I would say me.
There it is. Angel. There it is. Yep. Takes it to another level.
All right, time to send Artimus off, and we ask Angel questions. And again, we have audio problems, but we adjust. What is Artemis's favorite emoji? Question number 2. What app or service, whether on a phone or a desktop, can Artimus not live without? Question 3. Who is the better multitasker? And the final question we asked Angel, other than family, what is Artemis's most prized possession?
All right. Artemis, the first question for Angel was, Artemis, what's your favorite emoji?
It's got to be the sideways face crying one.
It's gonna be what?
The sideways face crying one, I think.
Winner.
Yeah, that's totally. Till they come up with a better one.
What app, whether it's on your phone, on a desktop, that you just can't do without? Like, I'm a clothing shop, I'm done. Whether it's a streaming service, a social media platform, WhatsApp, some
Fucking Beatport, dude.
What can you not do without?
I would say Beatport.
I guess I said because you said app. I mean, for me, I don't really use an app. Beatport is a website,
Oh yeah, and I use it on my phone.
and so
But it's
that's
an app on your phone, right?
I don't use it on my phone. I don't associate Beatport with an app. I associate it with a website.
You take Beatport, you already won the goddamn game. So.
Hi, I'm Eloise and I'm here today to show you around the new Beatport mobile app. Mobile app.
No, because what's the second one?
I would be like Instagram or Facebook.
Bam.
Instagram? Oh, Meta, yeah.
Yeah.
This is no longer fun. They're just...
Wiping them.
All right, Artemis. Who was the better multitasker?
Angel. Yes. Without a doubt. He's got the brains for it.
Yeah.
Man. It's not me.
Other than family, what, Artemis, is your most prized possession? Angel knew right away.
That's hard to say. Like if there's a fire, right? That box you go to get. What's the thing you go grab? It'd be your pictures and my vinyl. So that's what I would say. What'd you say? The studio. Well, my vinyl is in the studio, so everything I can grab out of that thing is basically what I'd be trying to say.
Studio.
Yeah. If I could pick that building up and just remove it, that's.
If you saw our previous episode of Behind the Decks, we played the DJ Newlywed game with the Wah Boys, Alexander and Tree, and asked them the same 8 questions. And they only got 2.5 out of 8 correct. So clearly, the age and beauty of Artemis and Angel prevailed as they got 6 out of 8 answers correct. So congratulations to Angel and Artemis.
Okay, so I know you're a big 49ers fan. So over or under 9 wins for the 49ers this week?
Over.
This year.
I think over. I'm optimistic prime, so I'm not a Negatron. Raiders.
Raiders.
Raiders, they've got something tough to do.
Yeah, they're doing stuff.
And they got screwed on the scheduling, so it's okay.
Over or under 9 wins?
Over.
Yeah, way to be an optimistic prime.
We're going to remember this for the past. Thanks for your time.
We have to do a
Yeah,
recap.
thank you guys.
Yeah, much love, fam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys. Much love.
All right. Winner, winner.
All the correct answers.